Are you over 80 or caring for someone who is? What if I told you there are 6 tough realities about aging after 80 that most families avoid talking about, realities that could transform how you prepare for this stage of life? As a retired nurse who's worked with seniors for decades, I'm pulling back the curtain on the challenges medical professionals see every day but rarely share openly. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to expect and, more importantly, how to face these challenges with strength and dignity. Stick with me, because the third truth will completely shift how you think about aging past 80. Last month, I met Sarah, an 86-year-old grandmother, at a community center. Her words hit me hard. I wish someone had told me what life after 80 would really be like. Everyone talks about wisdom and golden years, but no one prepared me for the daily battles. Her honesty inspired this video, because the truth about aging after 80 deserves to be discussed openly and fearlessly. Let's dive into the 6 harsh realities and how you can tackle them head-on. Picture this. You're sitting at home, the phone hasn't rung in days, and the lively gatherings you once loved feel like distant memories. After 80, most people lose about 2/3 of their social connections. And it's not just a bummer, it's a full-blown health crisis. A 2023 Stanford University study calls this social network compression. Friends pass away, family members get wrapped up in their own worlds, and getting around becomes tougher, making it hard to keep those bonds tight. I'm not just talking about missing coffee. Chat's loneliness is a medical emergency. The Cleveland Clinic found that severe loneliness spikes depression risk by 38%, accelerates cognitive decline by 22%, and even messes with your immune system, leaving you wide open to infections. It gets worse. It bumps up heart disease risk by 27% and stroke risk by 30%. That's not just feeling down, it's your health and survival on the line. But here's the thing. You can fight this. The key is to start building a rock-solid social network now, before you feel that ache of isolation. Think of it like planting a garden. You've got to sow the seeds today to enjoy the blooms later. Join a local senior center, even if it's just for a weekly card game. Wave to your neighbors every morning, or strike up a quick chat at the grocery store. It's these small moments that add up. Don't just stick to your age group. Connect with younger folks too. Volunteer at a local school or library to bring new energy into your life. If you're able, adopt a pet. They're not just cuddly companions. They give you a reason to get up and stick to a routine. Let me tell you about James, an 83-year-old retired mechanic I met recently. He was feeling cut off after losing several close friends. Then he joined a community gardening club, and now he's got buddies from 30 to 90 years old. He says swapping stories with younger gardeners keeps his mind sharp and softens the blow of losing old pals. "It's like I've got a new lease on life," he told me with a grin. That's the power of connection. But here's the catch. You can't wait until you're lonely to act. It's like waiting for your car to break down before you check the oil. It's too late by then. So, what can you do today? Call someone you haven't talked to in a while. Sign up for a class or club in your community. Even a daily hello to a neighbor can start building that safety net. And don't underestimate technology. Video calls can bridge gaps when mobility's an issue. James started using Zoom to chat with his gardening group during bad weather, and he says it's like having them in his living room. Your social circle is your lifeline, and every small step you take now builds a stronger foundation for your 80s and beyond. Don't put it off. Reach out to someone today, because those connections will carry you through the toughest moments. Imagine your body as a vintage car, beautiful, full of stories, but needing constant care to keep running smoothly. After 80, your health demands daily attention, and it's not just about popping a few pills. The National Institutes of Health says most folks over 80 juggle 3 to 4 chronic conditions at once. Think arthritis, heart problems, diabetes, or vision loss. Managing these isn't a casual task. It's like running a small business, requiring organization, vigilance, and a whole lot of consistency. These conditions don't just sit there, they tangle with each other in tricky ways. Arthritis meds might throw off your blood pressure. Diabetes care needs precise timing with heart drugs. Vision issues make it hard to read pill bottles, and balance problems turn a simple walk into a fall risk. If you don't stay on top of this, small hiccups can snowball into crises that strip away your independence. I've seen it happen. Someone misses a dose, ignores a symptom, and suddenly they're in the hospital, facing a long recovery. The solution is to build what I call a healthcare system, a proactive plan to keep everything in check. Start with regular checkups every 3 months, even if you feel fine. Use a pill organizer to avoid mix-ups, trust me. Those little boxes are a game changer. Keep a detailed health journal. Track your symptoms, meds, and how you're feeling each day. It's not just busy work, it could save your life. Take Ellen, an 81-year-old former librarian I know. She was managing diabetes and high blood pressure but started feeling off. She'd been keeping a simple notebook: blood sugar, weight, any weird side effects. When she showed it to her doctor, they spotted a dangerous drug interaction that could have led to a stroke. That notebook was her lifeline. She's still living independently, gardening, and hosting book club meetings because she took charge of her health. But it's not just about meds and doctors. You need to build relationships with healthcare providers who get the unique challenges of aging. Don't be afraid to speak up in appointments, ask questions, demand clarity. If something feels off, say so. And don't skip the basics. Eat well, move as much as you can, and stay hydrated. I know it sounds simple, but these habits are like oil changes for that vintage car. They keep everything running. Start small this week. Grab a notebook, set up a pill organizer, or book that overdue checkup. Your body's counting on you, and the habits you build now will keep you in the driver's seat. Let's talk money, because after 80, it's going to stretch a lot further than you might expect. Have you sat down and really crunched the numbers for what life after 80 will cost? Georgetown University researchers say healthcare expenses for folks over 80 are 250% higher than for those in their 60s or early 70s. We're not just talking doctor visits or prescriptions. Think home modifications, grab bars, ramps, maybe a stair lift. If you can't drive anymore, private transportation isn't cheap. Assisted living? That's $50 a month on average. Medical equipment, like a walker or hearing aids, can run thousands, and insurance often leaves you footing part of the bill. Here's the kicker. While your costs skyrocket, your ability to earn extra cash usually tanks. Savings that look solid at 65 can vanish by 85 if you're not careful. I've seen families blindsided by this, forced to make tough calls like selling a beloved home or leaning on kids who aren't financially ready. It's not just stressful. It can fracture family bonds when you need them most. The solution is to get real about your finances now, with planning that goes beyond the usual retirement advice. Start by meeting with a financial advisor who specializes in senior care. Cost someone who knows the ins and outs of aging. Look into long-term care insurance while you're still healthy enough to qualify. It's a safety net that can save you from impossible choices later. Consider downsizing your home before a crisis forces your hand. Selling a big house and moving to a senior-friendly condo can free up cash for healthcare without burdening your family. Take Robert, an 82-year-old retired accountant. At 75, he sold his sprawling family home and moved to a cozy, accessible condo. The sale gave him a financial cushion that now covers his rising medical bills and part-time home care, all without stressing his kids. He's got peace of mind, and his family's grateful for it. But you don't need to go that far right away. This month, sit down with a planner, review your budget, and factor in those hidden costs. Even small tweaks like cutting subscriptions or setting aside an emergency fund can make a huge difference. Your financial security is your freedom. Don't wait to protect it. This one's a gut punch, and it's what families dodge talking about most. After 80, your independence fades in ways you don't see coming. It's not a dramatic health crisis that does it. It's a slow drip, one small freedom at a time. The National Institute on Aging says 80% of people over 80 need help with everyday tasks like grocery shopping, cooking, or even bathing. Each small loss, stopping nighttime driving, needing help with heavy groceries, or relying on others for chore ships away at your freedom. The emotional hit can be worse than the physical. Feeling like a burden even when your family's happy to help can weigh heavy. Some folks retreat, avoiding help because it feels like giving up. Others cling to independence too hard, taking risks like driving when it's not safe or skipping help with chores that could lead to a fall. I've seen it break hearts and bodies. The fix? Plan your independence transition before it's forced on you. Start by accepting small help now, even if you don't need it. It's like practicing for a marathon. You build the muscle before the race. Ask a friend to grab groceries with you or hire someone for light cleaning. Research local services, meal delivery, rideshare programs, or part-time home care so you're ready when the time comes. Margaret, an 85-year-old former teacher, hired a part-time aide 2 years ago for shopping and heavy chores. She still runs her own schedule, plans her social life, and makes every big decision. "I'm in charge, but I'm not stubborn about it," she says. That balance keeps her safe and empowered. This week, look into one support option in your area. Maybe it's a local van service or a grocery delivery app. Get comfortable asking for help. It's not weakness, it's strategy. Planning now means you keep your dignity and control, no matter what comes. Let's get real about family, because after 80, the way you connect with your kids, grandkids, or siblings is going to change in ways that might catch you off guard. It's like the family dynamic you've known for decades gets flipped upside down. And if you're not ready, it can stir up tension when you need unity most. Family therapists report that over 60% of families face significant relationship shifts when a loved one hits 80. Your adult kids, who've always looked to you for guidance, suddenly find themselves making decisions for you, decisions about your health, your home, or even how you spend your days. That role reversal can be jarring for everyone. Some kids lean in too hard, becoming overprotective. They might try to stop you from doing things you love, like taking your daily walk or hosting game night, because they're worried about your safety. I get it, their hearts are in the right place, but it can feel like they're clipping your wings. On the flip side, other kids might not see your changing needs, brushing off your requests for help because they think you're fine. Then there's the mess when siblings or cousins disagree about what you need. One thinks you should move to assisted living. Another swears you're good at home. These conflicts can spark arguments that leave everyone stressed, and you're stuck in the middle, craving connection but feeling like a problem to solve. I've seen families torn apart by these misunderstandings, and it's heartbreaking because this is when you need your loved ones most. The emotional toll can be heavy: guilt for needing help, frustration when your wishes aren't heard, or even loneliness if family pulls back. But you can prevent this by taking charge of the conversation now. The solution is regular, open family talks. Think of them as a pressure valve to keep things from boiling over. Schedule monthly check-ins, whether it's a Sunday dinner, a Zoom call, or even a group text thread. Lay it all out. Your needs, your fears, their concerns. If your son's pushing you to stop driving but you feel safe, explain your reasoning calmly, maybe even bring data, like a recent vision test. If your daughter's not stepping up when you need her, don't let it fester. Address it directly, but kindly. And don't shy away from tough topics, like who'll help with caregiving or how you want medical decisions handled. These conversations aren't easy, but they're like building a bridge before a storm. You'll be glad it's there when the winds pick up. Start small this week. Plan one family chat. It doesn't need to be formal, just grab coffee and talk about what's on your mind. If distance is an issue, try a video call or even write a letter to get the ball rolling. And don't stop at one talk, make it a habit. Your family's your anchor, and keeping those ties strong takes work, but it's worth it to avoid the heartache of distance or conflict later. You've spent a lifetime building those relationships. Don't let age steal them away. Your brain isn't a machine that just keeps running. It's more like a garden that needs daily tending to stay vibrant. After 80, keeping your mind sharp takes the same kind of effort as staying physically fit, and it's not something you can take for granted. Neurologists at Columbia University say cognitive decline isn't a done deal, but dodging it requires intentional, consistent work. Your brain thrives on stimulation, new challenges, deep conversations, and learning curves that push you out of your comfort zone. Too many people write off forgetting names, losing focus, or struggling with new tech as just aging, but research shows much of that can be slowed or even prevented with the right habits. If you let your mental fitness slip, the stakes are high. It's not just about misplacing your keys. It can affect your ability to manage your health, handle your finances, or spot a scam. That can mean losing your independence faster or needing more care sooner than you'd like. Worse, it can chip away at your sense of self, leaving you feeling disconnected or anxious. I've seen folks go from vibrant to withdrawn because they didn't realize how much daily effort their brain needs. The good news? You can take control with a mental fitness routine that's as essential as eating or sleeping. Think of it like a workout plan for your mind. Read books that make you think. Ditch the beach reads for something meaty, like a biography or a science journal. Have real conversations with people from different walks of life, young, old, different background stows spark new ideas. Learn something new, whether it's how to use a smartphone app, a few words in a new language, or even knitting. These activities aren't just fun, they build new neural pathways that keep your brain flexible and strong. Take William, an 84-year-old former engineer I met at a community center. He starts every morning with 30 minutes of brain teasers, crosswords, Sudoku, you name it. He also volunteers as a mentor for young entrepreneurs, which keeps him engaged in learning. It's like lifting weights for my mind, he told me, laughing. He's still managing his own finances, planning his days, and even teaching his grandkids about coding. His secret? Consistency. He doesn't wait for inspiration, he makes mental exercise a daily habit, like brushing his teeth. But it's not just about puzzles or classes. Your brain needs variety and challenge. Try listening to a podcast on a topic you know nothing about, maybe astronomy or philosophy, and discuss it with a friend. Join a book club that reads diverse genres, or take up a hobby that pushes you, like painting or playing an instrument. Even small changes, like switching up your daily routine or trying a new recipe, can wake up your brain. And don't forget sleep and stress. Management chronic stress or poor sleep can undo your hard work. Start building your mental fitness routine this week. Pick one activity, maybe 15 minutes of a challenging puzzle, signing up for a local workshop, or calling a friend to debate a news story. Make it fun, but make it regular. William says his morning brain teasers are his coffee. They get him going and keep him sharp. Your brain's your greatest asset, and every small effort you put in now builds a stronger, clearer future. Don't wait. Your independence and identity depend on the mental habits you nurture today. These 6 realities aren't meant to scare you. They're here to prepare you so you can face aging with confidence and grace. The difference between thriving and just surviving after 80 comes down to honest preparation, realistic expectations, and proactive steps. Build your social network. Manage your health daily. Plan your finances for hidden costs. Transition your independence thoughtfully. Nurture family ties with open communication. And keep your mind sharp with daily effort. If this video helped you understand what to expect and how to prepare, please hit the like button and share it with other seniors or their families who need this honest perspective. Drop a comment below. Which of these truths surprised you most? Or what's your own experience with aging past 80? Your insights could help others navigate this journey. Subscribe for more real talk about aging, and let's face the future together.